Hey everybody, welcome back. Devin, the OG, the original Grognard here for Lock and Load Publishing, and today we are sitting down and we're going to be taking a look at the new companion books that we've just been recently released on the store page. We've been talking about them for a couple months, and there's been a lot of questions and comments and some confusion on what exactly the companion books are as compared to the old module rules and scenario book. As we can see, I've got Heroes of the North Africa book out. It's just the one that happened to be most convenient for me at the time. Now, the module rules and scenarios are what we were provided with the box sets previously. Companion books, as you can see, formerly known as module and scenario books, are virtually identical to the module rules and scenarios. If you have the module rules and scenarios books, you really don't need the companion books. For the most part, the companion books were crafted and created as a form of digital copyright for people who wanted to play the game via our digital media, be it Tabletop Simulator, be it Vassal, be it whatever digital media we decide to go with in the future. As we already provide the rule book for free, and as we provide pretty much all, well, we do provide all the maps and all the counters for free in Tabletop Simulator and on Vassal as well, we decided to go ahead and release a companion book for all the modules that people can purchase and use that as a digital key to freely play all the games on Tabletop Simulator and Vassal rather than trying to monetize, because that would have just been a pain in the butt and been silly. So, as I said before, if you already have the module rules and scenarios, you really don't need the companion book. The companion books were primarily done for the digital releases. So, what are the differences between them? There are some differences, not a lot, but let's just go ahead and get into what these releases are. And one of the first things you're going to notice is that with the old module and scenario rules, you see it already goes into Heroes of North Africa module and rule scenarios here, but in the companion it doesn't. There is some typesetting that changed. The things were moved around, and so the setting is a little bit different, so you're going to find that the pages aren't exact. And one thing you're going to notice is that there are several rules that are missing from the companion books. Now, they're not really missing, it's just we decided to make them part of the core rule set, and the rules are in the core rule book. Therefore, they are no longer module specific rules, so we removed them from the module specific books, i.e. the companion, because they're in the 5.1 rulebook now. And you will notice that going through here, and that was one of the reasons kind of the typesetting is off. So let's just go ahead and take a look. For example, over here we have Under the Bridge rule, but over here you see it's in a different spot. There's terrain markers here, and as you can see, we have terrain markers here, but over here we have desert terrain. And over here, we really don't have too much. We do have specific desert terrain, but most of it was shifted to the core rule book. So we have Under the Bridge, and then in the old book, we have Bogging Down rule 10.7. But over here, Under the Bridge, we don't have the Bogging Down rule anymore because it's part of the core rule book. So it's not like you're losing the information. The information is still out there. And let's take a look. For example, we have Dust Clouds, and it goes into Rooftops, and then Pipers and Chaplains. But here, it just goes into Dust Clouds, and then into Italian Forces. Well, Rooftops, Pipers, and Chaplains are a part of the core series, so there was no need for us to basically redo it a second time in the module and scenarios booklet. So that's one of the biggest things that you're going to see between the two editions of the books. Another thing that you're going to notice is that we went through and re-edited, clarified and cleaned up the grammar, cleaned up the typos, and that just made the scenarios more playable. There were a couple scenarios where, like, roll for fog every turn. It was implied, but it wasn't really actually said in the scenario rules, so we went ahead and made sure to put that in there. But when you get to, like, here we go, right here. Over here, 24.0 scenario information. Here it's 22 scenario information because we cut a couple sections out of the companion book. And then it goes right into the scenarios, and the scenarios are all the same. There's no new scenarios. We didn't take any scenarios away. We just cleaned them up. We didn't really errata them. There wasn't that much errata that needed to be done. Clarified the grammar, clarified any ambiguity in the rule scenarios. So if you go through all the way through all the scenarios and get to the back, All right, so on the road to the back. Okay, so credits did change from one edition. We've got the old credits and then the new updated credits, just because we have personnel turnover. It happens. So if you want to take a look at the differences between the credits have changed between the books, and then we get into the specific charts and tables that you're going to need to use this as part of the digital license to play on the digital tabletop. So you've got the turn record, casualties, step reductions. Then we go into the terrain effects chart. And let me just go ahead and get rid of this because we really don't need this anymore. Let's go ahead and set this off to the side and move this so we can see things a bit better. So terrain effects chart, it's 4 pages long, all the relevant terrain that you're going to need in the game, plus any markers, smoke, dust clouds, mines, all that good stuff. Then it goes right into the player aid charts. Now, these are the same player aid charts that are in 5.1 and the separate available purchase of the player aid charts. This has not changed any. We have obviously colored them so it matches with Heroes of North Africa, and we do have the Heroes of North Africa label on them, but nothing is different between this and what's in 5.1 and what's in the separate pack charts that you can purchase separately, other than these say Heroes of North Africa. That's really the only change. Weapons and ammo targets, offboard summary, all the charts you need to play the game, outline of play, sequence of play. Skill reference cards, these are in the old module rules and scenarios, but here they are again just for your own purposes and uses. Then, there we go. Battle point generators. We went ahead and included the battle point generators into the companion book so you can use them in conjunction with the battle generator book that we have. Of course, you kind of need the battle generator book to kind of figure out how to generate the battles, but all the point values are now in the companion books. There's nothing new, nothing different here that was in the battle generator. Cleaned up and reshuffled the points, maybe 1 or 2 in a direction just to bring it more in line and make the numbers more reasonable for the battle generator. But that's all there, all the access, all the allies, aircraft, artillery costs. Artillery and then aircraft costs, and there you go. That right there is the new companion. So again, like I said, if you are going to be playing through the digital media and you don't want to buy the box set, this is how you can get around. Well, it's not really getting around. This is how you get the digital license to be able to play digitally. Obviously, if you own the box set, that right there gives you the digital license as well. But since we offer the rule book for free, and if you really just don't want to buy the box set and just want to play the game on Tabletop Simulator via Vassal, boom, go ahead, go over to the company store. I will put the link in the comment section below, and I think that's everything. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms in the comment section below, and I'll talk to everybody later. See ya!